Okay, good morning, everyone. Okay, I think I was not loud enough. Good morning, everyone. Thank you all. This was much better. Thank you. My name is Sandeep Rangu on behalf of Cloudflare, who is our presenting partner, Rubrik, Procall, Crestron, O2K, Newsoft, Address Labs, Asana, L&T Cloud Infinity, ProBuddy, and 7H. I welcome all of you with our partners for this exclusive summit of 5th edition for CIO Conclave and awards. First, let me thank as a thank, but still I like to thank all of you because it's not easy making it early morning with fighting with the traffic, with all your busy schedule, and still you people made it. Thank you all once again. Now, just giving a brief background, though you people have the agenda, I'll just give a short brief background before I invite our keynote presentation for the day. As you all know, with the advancement of technology, digital transformation, AI, analytics, ML, and more, it has never been a better chance for CIOs to play the central role in driving business growth and value. In today's competitive marketplace, business transformation is a requirement, not an option. Today at this event, we will discuss the best strategies to adopt for staying relevant in this age of disruption. It will explore on how to drive business value through digital transformation and innovation and discuss the challenges faced by CIOs and to learn the best practices. This forum will equip you with the best strategies to be used, drive business value and create competitive advantage through using case study stories and expert views. But first, let me invite our first speaker and chairperson for the day for his opening remark. For that, I would like to invite Abhinav Kumar, who is the regional sales leader with Cloudflare. To give you a background, with more than 18 years of experience, Abhinav has spent a bulk of his time in the internet technology and security space. He has been an active contributor to the digital transformation that organizations have witnessed. Today, Abhinav is using his experience to lead, drive, and grow the enterprise business for Cloudflare for India. Can we welcome Abhinav with a big round of applause, please?
Thank you so much for the warm welcome. My name is Abhinav. I manage Cloudflare's enterprise go-to-market for India and other SAARC countries. And after a nice, long, extended weekend, I really appreciate all of you taking time out on a Wednesday morning to join us at this event. I took the opportunity on a Monday morning to take my car out and drive across Bangalore. That was a very welcome experience. And I'm sure all of you are rejuvenated and back to what we do best, which is work with our organizations in order to build the next generation of your infrastructure. So today we'll spend the next few minutes in talking about how Cloudflare sees the security ecosystem. And an overarching statement that I would want to make over here is what we call as an everywhere security model. Through the course of the next few slides, you'll kind of get a vision of where Cloudflare's head is at and how it is tied to the ecosystem of IT decision makers, security leaders that we talk to across the globe. There's a headline that I want to make over here, and there's a reason why we are arriving at that headline. And that headline is that businesses feel that they are not fully prepared when it comes to their cybersecurity posture, and unfortunately, for the lack of a better word, cybersecurity incidents are on the rise. How are we making this statement? Cloudflare being at the forefront of security postures for organizations and to defend them against incidents, took the opportunity of serving across almost 4,000 technology and security decision makers across APJC. These decision makers were in the general management and IT ecosystem for the security infrastructure. We surveyed businesses across the startup ecosystem to large enterprises and in as many as 20 industries. What would be interesting is zooming into the Indian ecosystem. From that survey, what we determined that Indian security and decision makers are actually looking at cybersecurity, and they have identified the top three challenges that some of the security decision makers are looking at is lack of control, over-reliance on legacy VPN infra, and the fact that they feel that their apps and data is vulnerable while they stay in the public cloud. Now, so you see the ecosystem over here, and then what we also have observed from the respondents is that almost 83% of the respondents that we surveyed in the Indian ecosystem have witnessed a cybersecurity incident at least once in the course of the past 12 months. Wow, that's a pervasive ecosystem. The news is that these attacks, that these incidents that the respondents have seen is not isolated. It is across their stack. It is in web attacks, phishing attacks, and supply chain attacks. That's a whole gamut of an architecture that an organization is looking at forming. With that in mind, the respondents feel that their top 3 priorities are securing a hybrid workforce, defending against cyber attacks, and securing customer correspondence and data. Important points to consider for a decision maker when you're looking at where to focus and how and why are people thinking that in the direction that they are thinking, both from a vendor perspective and from a technology leader perspective. There is a financial impact. It's a huge financial impact. 47% of respondents in India have called out the cost of a security incident to exceed more than $1 million, and more than 1/4 of the respondents in India have called out security incidents to can exceed or have exceeded more than $2.5 million. That's a huge amount of money that rides on the back of such security incidents, as per the survey that we've sent out to our users, respondents across Asia Pacific and India. Interestingly, the landscape is changing. The landscape is changing how? The landscape is changing with the fact that 58% of the people, 58% of the respondents say that employees can work from home at least once a day. The landscape changes further. 43% of the people that we surveyed call out that AI-powered tools is something that they are using within their technology development ecosystem, and almost 2/3 of them claim that they do so without telling their managers. So that's an we all thought that AI as an ecosystem is coming, but actually it's here. We see it being constantly used, and that's a new evolving threat landscape for tech decision makers and leaders like yourself. So there is a risk, there is a financial impact, there is an ever-evolving landscape. How well prepared are the respondents? Just about 52% of the people that we surveyed feel that they are prepared for what is coming or what is already here. So what does that mean? That means that that landscape is wide open for a bad actor to come in and perform what he or she is doing best, which is hurt people and organizations. What is the solution? Build on a tech stack, build on a security stack, and then use that to scale to the next level when it comes to facing some of the challenges that are here or that will be evolving in the future. Unfortunately, when you look at complex enterprises, we found out that the worst performing KPIs are, for organizations with more than 15 cybersecurity vendors, the KPIs are worst. The KPIs are more than 73% cybersecurity incidents with organizations with more than 15 cybersecurity solutions, incident response time of as much as 12 hours, financial impact of greater than $22.5 million, and a talent and a resource crunch. Is there a solution? Well, a large enterprises with a complex cybersecurity ecosystem, their responses seems to be a little varied from what organizations might think. The statement is companies face a crisis of complexity. Complexity with respect to the landscape, complexity with respect to how to patch for the vulnerabilities, complexities with respect to how the technology ecosystem is evolving. What has got you here? Can it take you 30 years ahead? Actually, forget 30 years. Can it take you 3 years ahead is the question. I, as a representative of Cloudflare, feel that we are here to help organizations to reclaim the landscape, the threat landscape, and work along with you in order to partner in bridging that gap while solving for complexities and preparing for the future. How? We say that we want organizations to reclaim control. We want to talk to you about reclaiming control through a array of products and security services which sit on top of a Cloudflare platform across our zero trust services, network services, and application services, build on top of what we have architected for more than a decade with respect to our service offerings, create a developer-friendly platform, and ensure that you are compliant with all the regulatory requirements that are ever coming in the modern world. The story that I love to talk about is how we have architected this. We have architected a global edge connecting with more than 12,500 networks in over 300 cities globally, with an ever-growing capacity of 209 Tbps as it stands today. If you talk to me a month later, it will be a different number, an incrementally different number. We want to ensure that we are not more than 50 milliseconds away from any 95% of the internet end users today. This is the architecture which we have built over a decade and which we are able to work with organizations using the architecture that we have developed with respect to security postures. The story does not just stop at the edge or at our edge locations. The story extends to the services that we are able to offer across every server that we have across the globe and in every data center globally. So if you look at it, Cloudflare's mantra across the application space, the zero trust space, and the network space is to ensure that we simplify your security story by providing a stack which is all-encompassing across 30 products and services. We see more, we protect more. Cloudflare is serving more than 8 million domains on a daily basis. Cloudflare's 1.1.1.1 is amongst the biggest DNS service providers today, and we have amongst the biggest crawlers that is looking at what is happening over the internet. All of that comes together to provide the threat intelligence that your organizations are looking at, which is the single biggest deciding factor when it comes to using protecting your end users, your employees, or your networks. And on top of it, we want to ensure that we are available everywhere where your end users are, where your employees are, and where your data centers or your network or branch offices are. With that, I will leave you to download the full security report over here with using the QR code. And me and the team look forward to engaging with you through the course of the day. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.